Well, perhaps you've seen the story about the chief executive officer of AOL who fired an employee during a conference call that was supposed to enhance and improve employee morale. Well, that's ironic. Well, now Tim Armstrong has released a statement regarding the situation, and he has somewhat apologized. However, the apology seems to be more fodder for a bit on Saturday Night Live than it does something sincere. Here's part of what Armstrong's statement said. I am writing you to acknowledge the mistake that I made last Friday during the all-hands meeting when I publicly fired Abel Lenz. It was an emotional response at the start of a difficult discussion dealing with many people's careers and livelihoods. I am the CEO and leader of the organization, and I take that responsibility seriously. So it was the meeting's fault, the emotion's fault, rather than his fault as CEO. His response sounds a bit like the job interview where the applicant is asked to name his or her biggest problem, and the response is, I just work too hard and I care too much. Or it's like when the teacher asks a student why the assignment wasn't completed on time, and the answer is, I just care so much about this class, I couldn't decide what direction my paper should take. Look, if you're going to apologize, then apologize. The fact of the matter is we tend to care more about you acknowledging that there was a mistake made than anything else. If you try to provide reasons and rationalizations, it sometimes can give us the impression that you aren't really sorry. Instead, you're just trying to cover your tail. Look, we all make mistakes, and we all make errors in judgment. Apologizing for those mistakes is not a sign of weakness. Instead, it displays maturity and professionalism. For example, there'd be a lot fewer malpractice suits clogging our court system if doctors would just take the time to look a patient in the eye and express that they're sorry that the outcome wasn't what both of them desired. Now, it's worth noting that when it comes to sales and customer service, that few things are more impactful than a sincere and open apology. When you don't deliver in the manner that you promised, I believe the customer is less concerned about why it happened than she is to be assured that it won't happen again. Yet for many reasons, primarily I'd suggest our own egos, we fail to apologize as simply and as sincerely as we should. Now, one final point. There are times that apology is not appropriate. If you've done all that you can do and you feel that you've delivered what should be expected, then you might be sorry that there's a miscommunication between you and the customer. However, a blanket apology should not be offered for many reasons, one of which is that if you ever need to apologize for something you really did do, you're going to appear like the old fable of the boy who cried wolf. Well, just some thoughts on the nature and subject of apologies. I did the best I could, and if you don't like it, well, this is Scott McKain.